what you would call accident prone. Okie dokie, we're gonna start this with some fiery mashed potatoes and work our way up to the volleyball of misery. In my personal experience, food can be a huge catalyst for some really unfortunate situations. Like, for example, accidentally inhaling your food. Or missing your mouth and ending up with a french fry up your nose. Your, nose. I have seriously had countless food mishaps in my life, but for some reason this one sticks in my head above them all. I really don't know what happened. I was probably ridiculously tired. I missed my mouth by a mile. I was about to eat a delicious bite of steamy mashed potatoes. Next thing I know, some fiery mashed potatoes end up right down my shirt. I couldn't scream, and I sure couldn't just reach down my shirt and grab them out. That, ladies and gentlemen, would have been some serious lack of social couth. I hope I used couth right. Hold on, let me look this up. Couth. Couth is spelled with a U. Alright, here we are. Adjective. Showing or having good manners or sophistication. Smooth. Yes, reaching down my shirt and flinging out mashed potatoes sure would not have been sophisticated or smooth. I ended up just running to the bathroom, and when I finally got them out, there was a nice red spot left behind. Ah, wonderful. Knowing my predisposition of clumsiness, of course I had to try sports. What could go wrong? For some reason, even though I hated running, I joined the cross-country team. I was probably not even 2 weeks in when this happened. We were sent out to run on the course like any normal practice, and as I'm going along, I step in a hole, and then I trip over a branch. In my defense, if that hole hadn't been there, I wouldn't have tripped over the branch. So, thanks, hole.
You're welcome.
Oh no, really thanks from the bottom of my heart, because that hole and branch twisted my ankle and it was the perfect excuse to quit. Sports didn't do me well, so I joined the theater. I'd be safer there, right? Wrong. I was involved in a production of... I don't know if it's legal to use its name on YouTube, so I'm just gonna call it... Tarzan! Yep, Tarzan it is. I was playing a gorilla, and for a certain song we were instructed to grab and surprise some audience members as we crawled down the aisles to get into our stage position. Let me emphasize that we actually had to crawl like gorillas. I'm going down the aisle and I see someone that I know, so I jump on him, and because I'm kind of embarrassed by this, I jump, then I crawl run, and I crawl run right into a wooden staircase. How was I supposed to know it was less than a foot away? I mean, really, I should have known. We'd been practicing for months. Anyway, so my shin made contact with the sharp edge of some wooden stairs, and half of the audience saw it and laughed at me. The collision caused my leg to feel kind of numb and painful at the same time, and I looked down and oh hey, I was bleeding too. But the show must go on, so I went up there and did the dance number anyway. You might recognize the song. It was the one when they were in the camp and they were doing some of that musical scatting. If you don't know what the rest of the song is after that, you obviously haven't seen Tarzan. In which case, what's wrong with you? You have to watch it right away, gather all your friends, and make a movie night out of it. The music alone is worth it. Can't beat that Phil Collins, man. So good. Anyway, you thought I would have learned my lesson with sports, but I didn't. I signed up for volleyball. After tryouts, we had an A and a B team. So pretty much the good people and the people that they're letting play just for the joy of the sport. And I made a B team. One particular practice, the A and B teams were separately playing practice games. Occasionally someone would hit a ball weird and it would fly into the other court, and when that happens they would yell ball, so there'd be a fair warning that a projectile was flying your way. As we were playing our games, a girl on the other court kind of messed up her serve and yelled ball, and everyone ducked. Well, I mean everyone but me. No siree, why would I duck? I need to see where the danger's coming from before I take any action. And I turned to look to see where this ball's coming from. I guess it was coming from the perfect angle to hit me in the face. Well, that was embarrassing, but it was a one-time deal, right? Ball! At this point, everyone was laughing because, come on, the same person being hit in the face twice. Back to the game. We're playing, and ball. Alright, so now everyone's yelling at me, why aren't you ducking? I don't know why I'm not ducking, I guess it's just not in my nature. But I try to convince myself to duck if that would ever in my life happen again. And it did. Ball! And finally, this time Nope, nothing changed. I mean, maybe my number of brain cells. It might have happened another time, but again, brain cells may have been lost. So I don't really remember. Okay, so moral of the stories, kids. Don't reach down your shirt to get out hot mashed potatoes. It is uncouth. Watch out for holes in branches while you're running, unless you want an excuse to stop. Theater's not as safe a place as you would think, but Phil Collins helps. And if you hear ball, please duck. Cookie! Oh man, that really hurt. Oh, it is a cookie. I have a question for you. A question that will let me know who you are in the inner depths of your very soul. What is your favorite kind of cookie? Yep, that's what I want to know. Please tell me down in the comments below. I might be doing this every week now, asking a question to get to know you guys better. I don't know, I think it might be fun. So keep your eye out for that in the future. And I'll tell you what my favorite cookie is in the next video. If I can get myself to choose just one. This will be a little bit more difficult than I anticipated.